Today on Stage Zero Garage, another episode of What's Wrong with the Tank. The tank being this 92 Mercury Grand Marquis of Reeces. He called me and said my battery light's on and it's acting weird. I said pull over, and I thought maybe it was ignition based on what he was explaining to me, because the other one's got ignition issues. If you don't do it right, then stuff doesn't work. And so I said pull over onto the off ramp and turn it off and back on again, but it wouldn't start. And I could hear it, and it sounded like low battery. So I go over to where he was, and yeah, battery is dead. So we eventually we came back later, started up. I drove it home with the lights off and everything, and this alternator, the plug that was in there wasn't in fully, so I just pushed it in and it seemed like it was working fine. And also these alternators, you literally have to cut, it says do not remove this lead, crimp and heat shrink to existing lead. Well, when you have this and then you have to cut this and then attach it, that's just really lame, because then what happens when you either get a bad alternator or this one eventually needs to be replaced? You gotta cut it again. So anyway, I digress on that, but just be aware some of these alternators have this feature, because this isn't a plug, it's in there. Anyway, I grabbed the alternator from the other Grand Marquis, the one that's sitting out there waiting to have a new transmission, and hook it all up, and took the battery from the truck, which is brand new, and turned it on, and it was working fine except the battery light was on. And then as I was turning on more stuff, I could see the voltage started dropping. So then I started checking all my connections, which would have been this one, and I checked these. This one kind of looked kind of crappy, so I redid it. This little white one didn't help. Going through, checking connections over there, and checking this, and then I saw that basically this end was just absolutely corroded, and I don't think the connections were very good. And as I was messing with it, it just fell apart in my hand. And so I went to grab the one from the other car, because I had already cut these and I didn't really want to splice it again, and plus this one takes the plug. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to shove these in here, because as I was messing with this one, looking at it, it just fell apart in my hand as well, the plastic. So I'm going to plug these in here, plug that in there. So the green one needs to be plugged into, I'm guessing, this one here. So right now I'm plugging everything into that one, going to splice that end into this and start it up and see if that works. So I had to take this one I had to splice, because on the other one it actually plugs into a connector like that separately, because the other one has only 3 prongs. And then this actually went through the harness and was connected to some sensor down there, and on the gray one it actually connects up there. And then these two, luckily these actually are the same power line, and they just go into here, and that yellow one goes into there. So, and then when I'm done, I'll wrap it all up so it's
You're just gonna leave open pins?
Do you think that'd be bad?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then fine. All right. So,
just wrap them up, they'll be fine.
So
I'll make sure the wires don't get...
What it was doing before I did this was it was showing the battery. Not even like when I first start, right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think so.
God, that looks annoying.
I'm just gonna leave that like that, I think. No, actually.
Why not? That'll be fine.
Look.
Wow. A snake.
This was a very snake. No, this I got left over. Yeah. So I didn't mean to take this one off, but I got confused on
Yeah,
which
'cause you took
harness
them
I
both.
had. So I took this one off. I'm like, oh, I didn't need to do that. Oh,
That's
well.
okay. I've done that before too.
But it'll look so much nicer. And this, you saw that when I was like I was gonna take the connector apart, and I just squeezed it, and the thing just crumbled in my hand.
yeah. Super brittle. Yeah, them. Yeah. If you have
So-
battery
And that's
cleaner,
the
you
only
can-
thing that was left after I checked my butt connectors from that stupid alternator.
This is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It like goes to 2 and then 1 and then back into 2.
At least I know that doesn't matter if I reverse them because they're not reversed.
Oh yeah, I suppose not.
So I like having 2 of one vehicle. It's kind of cool. It makes things so much easier. Like when I was
you got
having issues
going on down there?
What do you mean? Oh, that's power steering fluid, I think. It's got a little leaks out of there sometimes.
Good old Ford power steering. If you know, you know. That for just blows right off.
Yeah, this is already does. Reeces transmission and the Grand Marquis and supposed to itself. And this transmission is good, but it's already shot. I'm just another job. So this is really no problem. That one's doesn't have and all your stuff. And they did some maybe music and stuff. It doesn't have much. First of all, pulling in transmission on down. I'm really nice. Russell there. Put it there and That's way up. It's not too far away, but it's at least like 40 minutes to get there. So, and it's cold, and he is going to be wanting to maybe use this tonight. He might take the Cougar, but Cougar isn't fully proven for where the distance he's going. I mean, it's only like 70 miles each way, but without having the master cylinder replaced yet, he's not as confident in that vehicle. Shrink wrap to perfection. trying to think of ways to keep these a little more separate. I'll probably try to run up to the big yard next week. That one I know for sure has a few Grand Marquis and Ford somethings. These are taped and separated. Can't even tell how sketchy that is underneath all that tape. It might just be a permanent fix. Well, regardless, when we switch the engine, the harness is going to have the 3-prong, so I'm just going to get the harness for the gray Grand Marquis anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it now that I think about it. I'm just going to wait until the engine swap. Put the intake on and should be good to go. Oh. I hope that didn't hurt you. We're good. Sorry. Alright, I got headlights on, defrost on, which will kick in the AC. Let's check voltage, 14.2. That's really good. Brakes are on, it's in gear. I always find that the voltage always drops, so I have to throw it in gear and put everything on. So I think he's safe to go. I love this car. I just wish it didn't look like such a piece of crap on the outside. But this engine is gonna be really nice at home in the gray one. I do love these cars though. So, well, that'll be it for the Grand Marquis for now. Let's hope the next time you see this thing under the knife or under the wrench will be when we pull in the engine out. See you then.